Yo, what up, y'all? This is your boy Food Junkie, and you know what I do on my way to work. I try to discuss in a reasonable manner the nonsense that goes on these YouTube streets. And for the past week or so, there's been one name, one group, one incident that has been on everyone's lips. Last night, when I thought about it after my live, I came to the conclusion, I'm done. I'm done talking about it. I'm done obsessing about it, as we all have been doing. And I'm coming to you today to talk about, what's going on and why the decision that I made that's best for me. Some of you caught me live this morning, and I said, I just wanted to add a little bit more beauty into this world. My goal in life is to leave this world, to leave this planet in better shape in which I came into it. That's my ultimate goal in life. Now, it does entail slaying some dragons. It does. It does entail getting my hands dirty at times. It does. I'm not in this Zen place. I don't believe in all that. I believe in a place of comfort for me. And call it Zen, call it whatever you want to call it, but that's where I need to be. Also, let me say that I've said before, what you feed will grow. What you nurture will fester and grow. Now we know, I don't say that name on this channel, because I personally don't say it. My name for the individual is, but we all know who I'm talking about. But let me say this. We know that today she was served again, and it was confirmed by her on a live that she was on. Hooray, yippee, yay, get her! Burn the beast, burn the beast, burn the beast. Okay. Ultimately, how does that affect you? I'll wait. Ultimately, how does that affect you? If not her, someone else. If not today, tomorrow. So how is her getting served and being sent to court for something she did to Sean Bradley, and him taking justice for it? How does that affect the thousands of people in this sector on YouTube? It affects them. Now, don't get it twisted. Y'all know I don't like the girl. I don't fuck with her. I wouldn't spit on her if she was on fire. But that's not here or there. I'm not going to spend my days, my nights, my waking hours commenting, strategizing, talking about, deliberating about someone I don't like. We all say this, but every video today, guess what it was about? Guess who it was about? See, this video is mentioning, but it's not about her. It's about the mentality that we have, that we need to do better in promoting a more positive environment, or promoting an environment that we want to be part of. It starts with us, each individual. It starts with you watching this video, making your next video, watching your next video. If you don't promote it, if you don't talk about it, If you don't give it a name, if you don't give it attention, it will not grow. It will not fester. If you don't give it attention, it will not blossom into this glorious beast that it is today. Like I said, if not her, then who else? We've seen it happening. I named a couple of people on my channels. Let me name them again. There's Phi Babe, there's Rita, there's Kwani. There's a whole onslaught of people waiting and willing to take her place. To get those same people who are so eagerly waiting to be molded and to do their bidding. We've seen it. How many people have been in her camp? They leave her camp and do the exact same thing somewhere else. Be it they were part of the actual group itself, or if they were just a supporter of the group and a watcher and listener of the group. I'm just saying, make it make sense. We say, and when I say we, I put myself in that group as well. Because I don't ever do anything without looking inward first. How have I contributed to the problem? How have I helped this womb fester and grow bitter? You know what I'm saying? I gave it life. I gave it energy. I gave it views. Oh, we're all a little messy. We all are. We all like a little bit of sensationalism in our life. Because my life is very calm. It's very cool, very relaxed. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can come to you and just be chill and not always yelling and screaming. Because this is how I live my life. I don't mind having a heated debate. I don't mind having a conversation. But I don't do the drama in my life. I really, truly don't. So when I watch the drama, like I watch The Housewives, or like I watch Love and Hip Hop, or like I watch Black Ink Crew and those type of shows, I know that I don't act like that. I know that I don't associate with anyone who acts like that, who behave badly in public, who behave badly on the camera. I know that in my real life, I don't behave that way. I don't associate with anyone who behaves that way. So watching it and being a part of it on this YouTube thing is kind of exciting, kind of addicting. But I'm smart enough to realize I'm out because it's changing who I want to be, how I want to present myself. Does that mean that I'm not going to talk about the events that happens on YouTube? No. It means that I'm not going to integrate myself into that drama, into the nonsense, because it's not healthy for me and my lifestyle. It's not healthy mentally, emotionally, spiritually, none of those things. Do I still find it entertaining? Not as much anymore. Today, I truly, because y'all know I was stoning my mask for Vegas Gate 2020. And by the way, it's turning out beautifully. I only got like probably this much more to do on the forehead, and I'd be completely done with that one mask. But, well, until I start doing my little finishing touches on it. But stuff like that, I like to do. Stuff like that intrigues me. Stuff like that satisfies my spirit and my soul. Listening to people regurgitate the same information over and over and over and over again with no new information to be added. Yeah, she was served. Yes, she was looking out the window. Yes, she called the police. Yes, she threatened the process server. It was not. Yes, her son was home. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's saying the same things. yes, we want to get her off of this sector of YouTube. And my thing is this, let me rephrase that. No, I don't want her to be off the sector of YouTube. I want the behavior that she exhibits to be off this sector of YouTube. But not just her, anyone who exhibits that behavior. I want anyone who exhibits that behavior, that mentality, that lack of integrity to be off the sector of YouTube. So like I said, if not her, then who? Who's waiting in the wings to take her place? I named a couple. There's definitely a couple of more out there. And you cut off the head of one dragon, guess what? 2 more will grow. Y'all heard that right. Cut the head off of one dragon and 2 more will grow. So do you think doing something by getting her off the sector of YouTube because you don't like her? Because we don't like her? Like I said, I don't like the young lady. See, I almost went there. So it's easy to go there. It's easy to go to the darkest places of your mind and your soul and your most primal self. That's easy. It's hard to elevate your way of thinking, your mindset, your behavior. That's hard. If not her, then who? Who is patiently waiting in the wings to take that place? You're an idiot. Who is waiting in the wings to take her place? To pick up her minions, to pick up her subscribers. And what subscriber can't wait to be molded by someone else? I'm just saying. Do you think that if someone is kidnapped and have been reunited with their family, they go straight in right away and pick up where they belong? No. They need to be reacquainted to what's going on. Reacquainted to getting their mind disprogrammed to be scared, to be fearful, to be obedient to that captor. People who have been held in captive, they love that experience, being told what to do, how to do it, why to do it. They love having their buttons pushed by someone else. That's the mindset of someone who is easily molded, easily handled and or dealt with. That's what they want. That's why they are attracted to people like that will use them, that will mold them into whatever they feel that is necessary in order to please that person. So we think, or I say y'all think, that because she's gone, it's going to be rainbows and sunshine over here? Okay. And I'm just being very realistic and playing devil's advocate. That's what I do. I don't like the young lady. I want that behavior to stop. And if she done, and whoever have done illegal things as part of that camp or part of any camp, not just that camp, I think all of them, all of y'all, should be prosecuted. It's not about that, just that one person, because that one bad apple did not spoil this bunch. She made it a little bit more difficult to be open and trusting, but if not her, it would have been someone else. If she's not here, someone else would do the same exact thing and exhibit the same behavior that she has been exhibiting over the past several years or so. I'm just saying. Do you really think that if she was gone, oh sorry, just make sure that it was still recording. Do you think that because she was gone, everything else would be fine? Oh, you think that? Okay. Just wondering. Because I know it won't be. The minute that she is taken off of YouTube, this is going to happen. There will be more beefs, there will be more disagreements, there will be more doxing, there will be more nonsense and bullshit. Because guess what? Y'all are doing it now. Trying to snatch people's channels. Trying to affect someone's personal life and incomes and things like that. Y'all are doing that now. You can blame it on her, but it's in you because you're of it. You think that's the new normal. You think it's okay to do that behavior and exhibit that behavior because guess what? You're exhibiting it. I talk about what I see on YouTube. What I heard on YouTube. I'm not going to people's churches. I'm not flagging people's channels. I'm not telling people who subscribe to me to activate. I'm just saying. Tasha K said that, right? Activate. When she thought that old girl took her logo and the wine glass. Told her people to activate. And now she has 600,000 plus people under her belt that listen to her voice, that is subscribed to her. You know how powerful that is if she wanted to destroy someone's life, what she's doing? It's not news when it's a lie. It's not tea when it's harmful. It's not something that you do when it's immoral or illegal. That's something that you hold close to your vest. It's not the secrets that we want to keep when it's harmful and hurtful to someone else, when it's illegal. That's not what we do. That's not human nature. Well, sorry, let me rephrase that. That's not my human nature. Yes, I will hurt you if you hurt me. I have no problems doing so. Because it's survival of the fittest. It's either you or me. And I'll be damn sure it won't be me or no one I love. Point blank, period. So I'm not saying be this pushover or be this innocent person or be a victim. I'm saying watch what you're doing. Know what you're capable of doing and admit that to yourself so you don't fall into the trap of thinking that just because one person is off of YouTube, it's going to be sunshines and rainbows. It's not going to be that way. Someone else is going to stand right at her place and do the exact same thing, hoping to gather and control another group of people. And guess what? That other group of people will be right there to be controlled, to do what they do best, and that's follow. Because to be honest with you, there are very few leaders in this world. People say they're a leader, people say they're this, they say they're that, but the reality is your actions speak so much louder than your words. I always say this. I watch people and what they do. If you did it to them, you would do it to me. And when I did make my several videos about the young lady, it's because either her or someone in her camp came to play in my yard without my permission. So I had to kick their ass up out of my yard and explain to them, if you don't go willingly, I'll be also happy to drag your ass up out of here kicking and screaming. It's up to you. Either leave me alone or I will make you leave me alone. Other than that, I just talk shit about everybody. There are people that I like. There are people that I have a little bond with. Either they know it or they don't know it. But there are other people out here that I see how you move. So yes, I don't mind talking about you. Because you have no loyalty to anyone but yourself anyway. So if you thought that I liked you or thought that we were cool, and you have done people dirty, and and you know who you are, just understand, if I don't talk about you or talk shit about you, we're cool. If I talk shit about you, oh well, what you gonna do about it? And it's not for beef or for clout. It's because I see how you move. I see what you do. I've seen what you do. I've seen how you move. And I know that you have no loyalty to anyone. No one you have loyalty to. But yet you expect people to have loyalty to you. Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. Back to... Like I said, I only came for her because I was sent for. And I don't care how minor people may think it was. Don't ever send for fucking me. Ever. Because what you get is not what you want. Or what you will expect. I tried to make it clear once. The second time, we're going to have a face-to-face conversation. Here's what it is. Just because I'm in a place where I like to create beautiful things, like I said, some people think gore is beautiful because of who you're talking to. I'm just saying. But people are saying and regurgitating the same old commentary. We call it original content. Okay. You know, some people may get mad, some people may get upset. I'm okay with that as well. But what is going on right now is fodder for all of us. But just because we can do it and talk about it doesn't mean that we should. Just because we can doesn't mean that we should. How does talking about this help you in the long run? Help your family, help your household? It's funny and cute for the moment, yeah. We all like a little mess in our lives. We all like a little mess talking about it. We all like to think that we have the inside scoop or a little piece of, you know what I'm saying, a story. We all like that. But at some point, as adults, we need to be adults. Take it out of our hands, give it to the proper authorities, and let them handle it. Because none of us that I know of have the capability of rendering a verdict or a plea deal or punishment for anything that that individual and or her group has done. It is not a take-up for it. This is not a excusing the behavior. I want us to be better than them. I want us to have more integrity than they had. I want us to show and lead by example of what not to do and what to do. I want us to learn from this and grow from this and move forward from this. Because it's going to be over with that individual. And no sooner do y'all hear me saying this, there will be someone else right in that place to take her place. So I want us to do stuff and to be better so we don't have to continue to experience the same vicious cycle. It's like a cycle of abuse. It can't be stopped or broken unless each individual decides, okay, I had enough, I don't want to experience this anymore. I'm going to change who I am. I'm going to change how I behave. I'm going to change, for the better. That's part of living. That's part of growing. That's part of developing into the person that you were meant to be. Be the best you that you were meant to be. And I said this all throughout my whole little video career, my little whole video montage. Be the best person that you were meant to be. Have a sense of pride in who you are. want something better for yourself. Leave this world in a better place than what you came into it. So in essence, this video right here is not about, it's about me wanting us to be better, to do better, to move forward and be prosperous in our lives. It's about me wanting and hoping that we can get past this dark period, this nasty, ugly, disgusting period, and move forward and be stronger, be more compassionate, be more giving and loving and interested in each other, truly interested and genuine with one another. You know? I know people are going to be like, well, yeah, you done did this and you done said this. I sure did, and I sure have. And guess what? I would do it again with no problem if provoked. But I'm not going to live there. I'm not going to stay there. I may do a drive by that place. I'm not going to sit there and live there, move in, unpack my furniture, put pictures on the walls in that space. That's what's not going to happen, not with me. Because no matter how dark I get, I still have a moral compass that pulls me back to the light. Hopefully before I act on what I think. Hopefully before I get myself in trouble that I can't get myself out of. But if not, I'm adult enough to handle the consequences as well. I did it, I must pay the price. See, that's what adults do. Adults don't hide from people behind doors who are being served notices. Adults don't hide from someone who's trying to bully them. Adults don't do that. Adults aren't weak-minded who allow people to just control and mold their thoughts and their behaviors and their interactions with other people. That's not what adults do. And I consider myself an adult. You know, I like to be around other adults. Although we may have differences of opinions, differences of how we do things, our interactions may be slightly off, but an adult understand we're all made uniquely different for a reason. So it's up to me to learn to get along with all different types of people. It's not up to the world to accept me. It's up to me to accept the world and know what I will accept from the world. I'm just saying, you know, I just hope that we can get past this period of divisiveness and darkness and understand that it's always going to be someone out there who thinks like these people think, who does what these people do, because we're seeing it right now. You think she's the only person who had doxed somebody on this sector of YouTube? Okay. Do you think that she's the only person who's nasty and vicious in this sector of YouTube? I see it all day on these videos. People just nasty for no reason. People who doxing for no reason. People who trying to take someone else's channel down. People who's picking at someone else for whatever reason. She wasn't the only one who talked about Club Chat. She's not the only one who talked about the popcorn that was being sold as a fundraiser to help the cost of Vegas Gate 2020. She's not the only one who used the term John Gacy. She's not. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know who they are. She's not the only one who's counting people in Club Chat's money. She ain't the only one who's doing that. So while we can put it on her and say it all started with her and it's all her fault and down with the beast, destroy the beast, the reality is we see it happening, the beginnings of it happening over and over and over again. And as long as we give it life, give it oxygen, give it air, give it, you know what I'm saying, water, it's going to continue to grow and be. I'm just saying. I just hope that we can get past this and understand that as long as we keep on feeding this type of behavior, rewarding this type of behavior with views and clicks and talking about it, putting people into that channel, into that situation, is going to always exist. It's going to always be there. It's going to always be something that it doesn't have to be. I just want us to do better. I really do. I want us to be better. I really, truly do. I want us to learn to understand and appreciate one another for our differences. Differences of opinion, differences of how we do things, financial differences. You know, there's people on here who is, for lack of any other better word, mentally disturbed, emotionally immature, emotionally disturbed. It's not about an age thing. It's about a maturity level of mind that some of us are lacking. Oh, sorry, not some of us. Some of them are lacking. Knowing when to bow out. Knowing when to say enough is enough. Knowing when to say, okay, although this is going on, and I may report on it every once in a while, I'm not of that. That's not my behavior. Let me switch my energy. Let me switch my situation so that's not me. Let me grow past this point. That's what I'm trying to do. So if anyone gets offended by this, oh well, get offended. You know, I'm not mentioning anyone's name in a way that should cause them to be, you know, horrible. Besides the horrible people I mentioned, because you are horrible. You're horrible. You're not nice. You're not sane. I think you have mental deficiency that you need to take with some medication. You need a couple nights in a mental ward with a psychologist. I'm just saying, the people that I mentioned in that way. But for the rest of us, the majority of us, just think, if we continue to foster and promote and shine light on these negative, bad behaviors, they don't understand that that's all attention is not good attention. They don't understand that. So they think that, oh, I'm being talked about, so therefore I'm popular. I need to continue to do what I do to be talked about. Anyways, you guys, I'm at work. Like I said, my mask is coming along great. If you haven't seen it, watch the video from earlier today, the live, where I started on it, showed you a little bit of it. Because I only got a little bit left to go on that particular mask before I start the finishing on it. But everything's almost glued together, or stoned, I should say. Yeah. Try to change the energy in your life and see how well that works for you. Like, change the energy for the positive. Do something positive. Go for a walk. Breathe some fresh air. You know, and try to change what you watch on YouTube and see how those steps will help you feel better and be a better person and have a different feeling about what you do and who you are. I'm just saying. Let's start a challenge. Hashtag change your energy. You guys, love yourself. Love someone else. Respect yourself. And respect someone else. Until next time, this is Food Junkie. And I'm out. Have a great day, you guys. Love you. Peace.